Hello, and welcome back. That break lasted a little bit longer than we expected, but we are
Like
back.
5 hours.
Like literally,
It wasn't not quite that.
It was literally like 2 hours.
Yeah.
But it's fine. We're all back now. Yes. So,
D&D.
yeah, you guys have finished explaining what has happened to Elran and the rest of the Wild Hunt Rangers that you startled. And yeah, basically Elran has advised that if you need to go and find help, you can try asking Simone, but he recommended you speak to both the mage and the cleric that came with the Wild Hunt reinforcements. Hello, Scott, who's interrupting in the middle of us playing.
Damn it, Scott. You just wanted that little cameo, didn't you?
It's unfortunate timing.
Let's move on.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Right. So,
We're off
yes,
to find
basically Elran is sort of like about to leave, and he sort of like turns back and says, "Is there anything I can do?" The rest of you have arrived by this point, by the way. You heard the sound and you found out you heard basically Vondal recapping what had happened.
Can I walk up to Ilran and be like, this is actually a little bit unrelated to what just happened, but I have these moonstones for Lady Yenna, and they were from a church underneath Silverbrook, dedicated to Sehanine, and we thought that basically the current church should have it.
Okay. Can you roll me an insight check as you hand these to him?
Do I still get, like, disadvantage?
Yes, which we totally forgot about last session.
Still pretty good!
Still pretty good. Elran looks at the Moonstone bookmark thing that you hand to him. And basically, as he's holding them, you see like a look in his eye that is akin to recognition. And he sort of holds it for a few seconds and says, "Yes, of course. I'll do that when I return from my rounds."
Okay, I guess I started bow and say thank you.
Okay. Yeah, he turns away and walks off. So, amongst yourselves, discuss strategy.
Alright, who currently possesses the... Is it me? 'Cause
Yeah,
I picked it up
you
earlier.
picked it up.
Yeah.
You picked it up because it's on the
again.
floor.
Okay.
I mean, I guess we should go talk to the people that he suggested.
Yeah,
We
the maiden
should
cleric.
definitely go and find them. Potentially Falcon.
Potentially.
I think.
But we should
the
contact the mage.
The wizard and the mage
Yeah.
and the cleric you said would be better.
You remember the mage
So-
saying something about going to lay wards around the town. Yesterday.
Yes. Was that the mage? I was gonna say, was that the mage or the cleric?
That was the mage.
I'm
pretty sure it was the mage.
It was the mage, yes.
for sure.
Okay.
Okay.
So we could try and find.
I would
so
say
could
we
try
split
and
up and try and
him.
find him, but
Yeah.
then
We kinda
only
need
one
the
of us can have the
glass.
shard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
say we need the glass with us, so.
So we should try the. I think if the cleric's not we probably since the wizard's out and about and we don't know exactly where, we should probably see if we can find the cleric first, because he's possibly in the hall still. Because if he's a cleric, he'll be where the wounded were. Which
Yeah,
was
you
in
know
the hall,
from your exploits previously that he was in the hall healing people.
Okay, yeah,
So
I say
yeah,
we take that
he'll
first.
be.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm just going to do something real quick. Right. I should no longer be as muffled on the recording now. I hope I didn't break anything. Just because I'm aware I'm talking slightly quieter now, so I turned myself up a little bit. Yeah, so run that past me again. You're not splitting up, or you are splitting up?
We're not splitting up, and we're going to try and find the cleric who is in the hall healing people.
Okay, so you guys head back to Silverbrook
Hold
Hall.
on, can I sort of like whisper to Vondal and be like, by the way, can we keep me passing out sort of like a secret?
Go for it.
Actually, then, as you're right, actually, it might be useful if one of us, well, it's probably going to be you, V, but on your broom, you could just fly a circle around the perimeter to spot the mage.
That's true.
Why don't we go see the cleric first, and then...
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking.
That's the thing. We know exactly where the cleric is, so if we find him, it'll be easier.
Look,
no one
we
has
can
to
head
go
towards
look
the
for him.
cleric, and then in the meanwhile, we can just spot where the wizard.
But if the cleric
Wizard is.
knows what we need, then what's the point in trying to talk to both of them?
She's just gonna come back to us. She knows exactly where we are.
But if the cleric knows what it is we're looking for, what's the point in talking to both of them?
Then
Then they'll both just tell
what
us
we
the same
know.
thing if they both know.
Then we know where the wizard is in case we need to find him.
It's not
And-
like you're in any hurry.
Yeah. We're not in a hurry.
Yeah.
Well, you are in a hurry, but you currently have
Well.
no direction to be hurrying in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, it's not like if we find the cleric that we can't tell V anything. But okay, that's just my idea.
It's up to you guys.
I don't know, I say we go to the cleric first, like as a
Yeah.
group.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna adjust the volume.
But yeah, does Vondal agree to actually like keeping it a secret, or?
Yeah, he said go for it back, like whispering.
Yeah, okay, so you guys head into the hall. Where the cleric is very easily identified. He's sort of the number of wounded has been significantly decreased to the point where basically they're being tended to up on the raised platform at the one end of the hall now. And there's only maybe about 8 people who are still receiving serious medical attention. There's like a couple of people off to the side who are occasionally sort of like having things checked up on or bandages changed, but the only people receiving serious medical attention there's only about 8 of them, and they're all up on the raised platform where you can see the cleric that you met previously very briefly.
In that case, I would like to approach him and say, you wouldn't be free to help us with something, would you?
That depends on what you need.
You wouldn't know how to dispose of Wraithglass, would you?
The cleric looks at you a little strangely, and he says, "Not particularly. Why?"
We found a piece of Wraithglass down in the underneath the hall, and we feel it's not best to keep it around. I feel it needs to either be contained or destroyed.
He looks at you sort of like rather seriously for a moment, and before he turns to one of the attendants who is sort of there and sort of says, "Just keep an eye on this one, would you?" And he indicates the patient he's currently tending to, and he sort of steps off the high platform and comes down to talk to you, sort of in the actual hall space itself. And he says, "Where did you say you found this?"
In Silverbrook's spring, underneath the hall.
He looks a little perplexed and sort of says, "That is rather unusual. I've never heard of Wraithglass being anywhere other than existing on the Shadowfell. May I see it?
Yeah, I guess I present it.
Okay.
I sort of go like, be careful though.
He says, yes, I intend to. It's certainly not a thing to be trifled with. And he looks it up and down. And he says, well, yes, this is certainly Wraithglass. I had absolutely no idea that this stuff could even exist on the material plane. I know a deal about the Shadowfell itself, but I don't know a huge deal about this substance, I'm afraid. Although if I had to hazard a guess, I would say that it can probably only be unmade on its own plane.
Oh.
Well, how about containing its energy? Would you know of any, well, devices? Containers?
It's entirely possible it could be contained to a degree with magical wards. Wraithglass is a very, very interesting material. It has no innate power of its own. It's merely a way for energy to pass between the worlds. The ill side effects that people experience from handling this stuff is more often than not the result of some ill intent on the other side of the window that it opens. But it is possible that a specially crafted container with the correct wards on it would go a ways of suppressing its effects. I myself couldn't create one, but a wizard could.
Do you think the other wizard of the Wild Hunt would be able to make this?
Varys? Potentially. I must admit I don't usually work with him. I'm not sure of the extent of his abilities, but he may be able to.
Sounds like we need to find this wizard then.
Yes, I believe he's out setting early warning wards out in the perimeter.
I think Vondal's gonna half bow to him and say, "We won't take up any more of your time. Thank you."
That's quite alright. If you have any more questions, I'd be happy to answer them.
Thank you.
I think we're good for now.
If that's good, then I guess we move on. We're off to find the wizard.
Yep.
The wonderful Wizard of Oz.
Wonderful Wizard of Silverbrook. Right.
The wonderful Wizard of the Wild Hunt.
Okay.
Amazing.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, well,
you guys leave.
Time to get on this broom!
You guys leave the hall. You get on your broom. It literally takes you less than a minute of sort of being up on your broom and looking around to notice that actually he's actually not a huge distance away from the main gate.
Oh, that's handy.
How convenient.
Let's go.
Yep.
Let's go.
Well, it is still very early in the morning. You get the feeling he hasn't had a huge amount of time to start, so he probably hasn't got very far.
It's fair enough.
Oh, that's fine.
That's true.
Just makes it easier for us.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was gonna say.
It is still like 7 o'clock in the morning.
Oops.
Eh,
God damn it, V.
leave her alone.
I didn't say that in character. Jeez.
All right.
Just saying.
You guys head down to the gate, and basically, as you approach him, he seems to be muttering something under his breath whilst looking into a book and making hand gestures.
We probably shouldn't interrupt.
Yeah, no. Let's leave him. Let's leave him alone until he finishes.
Yeah, should I at least wait till he's finished?
Just grab
I
it.
don't think
Yeah,
we
you-
should interrupt.
You sort of lurk until he finishes what it is that he's doing, and it ends up it takes like almost 5 minutes of him sort of muttering for him to finish this thing. At which point he sort of turns to you and says, "I appreciate you not interrupting. That is not something that people tend to realize about wizards. We do need our concentration when we're working."
Oh.
No, yeah, I understand that sometimes. Hello, we are in possession of something called Wraithglass. Look, Vondal didn't fucking greet the other guy, and I was just like, wow. We are in possession of some Wraithglass, and we heard that you might be able to craft something that would be able to contain it.
He looks at you and sort of says, "Oh, well, somebody thinks quite highly of me, it seems. I can certainly take a look at it. I'd have to sort of assess it to see what sort of power affects it, and how to contain it." Yeah, you might want to sort of show it to him so he can actually do that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I do so.
Okay. He looks at it for a brief period in his hand before he sort of he almost goes to like conjure magic in his hand before he stops himself and goes, hang on, perhaps not. And then he places at arm's length, he holds out the Wraithglass and then lets it go, but with his other hand he conjures basically a spectral hand in the air that continues to hold the crystal so that it doesn't fall. At which point he concentrates for a short period. And he casts a spell. Crystal.
Cast a wizard spell. Cast ability.
Mysterious.
Oh.
Let's hope this guy doesn't pass out.
He does not.
Hooray!
Huh. Maybe it's a defense mechanism against things that would try to
Maybe it's
hurt
because
it.
he actually used the spell rather than a just an Arcana check.
Yes, he also is not holding it, you notice.
That too.
Oh, that's true.
He's using something else to hold it. Mage hand, probably.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what I was thinking.
Mage hand.
Yes, he can
Mage.
he has the ability to cast spells through it, but not be physically holding it himself.
Shit.
Shit, man.
Yes, so he learns its properties, how to use them, whether it requires attunements, blah 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 blah. And he basically says, "Oh wow, yes, this is certainly a powerful artifact. I could go a certain way into suppressing its abilities, but I'm not sure I could negate them entirely. Whoever cut this from its natural growth, imbued it with some sort of ability paths. It seems to be some sort of far-seeing or monitoring spell, but it is it's a spell far above the sort of the level of skill that I have to suppress. How long have you been in possession of this?
A little bit less than a day.
Perhaps that may be a good thing. And he rummages around in his... he has a small pouch that is sort of on his back. At which point he produces a small black cloth, which he places over the crystal, and the sort of like the mage hand sort of like bundles it up, and then he places it back in his hand, and he holds it out to you and says, "Has anybody looked through it?"
I
I know.
think so.
I mean, yeah, some of us did when we first found it.
You didn't see anyone on the other side.
Not when I looked through it, no. I don't believe I did.
He hands it back to you and says, "Well, that's comforting at least. If whoever is in possession of this is monitoring it, they may well know that it is in your possession."
Oh, good.
And he basically says it probably would do to not look through it unless you absolutely have to. And I can see what I can do about preparing something to store it in to subdue its effects. What do you intend to do with it?
Well, ideally, we wanted it destroyed, but that's probably not going to be possible, so if anything, we just need to make sure it's kept safe.
Yes, I think something that powerful could probably only be unmade by a very powerful wizard or somebody on the Shadowfell itself. And he seems to sort of like think briefly for maybe a few minutes and says, "How much do you know about that thing?"
Fuck all.
Yeah, not a lot. Not a lot.
Much.
It's a kind of portal to the Shadowfell, and it causes weird visions.
Not quite a portal in and of itself, although I can see where the confusion would come in. It is...
Or a conduit.
It's a window.
Yes, yes, a window would be an apt description. Whilst it is a conduit or a connection, as you state, to the Shadowfell, it's also a very powerful catalyst for opening, for example, an access way to the Shadowfell. It's these visions you experience are probably triggered by its proximity to so many living beings. The Shadowfell is after all a realm of the dead and the damned. So naturally, exposure to magical energies that are present in all living beings would cause it to have certain effects. These visions that you've had, were they of your memories of things you've experienced?
Some of mine were.
Mine certainly bear similarities to people I've known in the past.
Oh shit! I shouldn't have said that because the others don't know how I passed out. Fuck.
Yep. Now we're all gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
Well,
yeah,
that's awkward.
Well, they don't know you passed out. They just know you had a vision. You can have a vision and not pass out.
Nervous
But
sweating.
you have revealed that you've had a
A vision.
Um,
When they thought you didn't have one.
Can I blame that on V being dumb and not me?
Yeah, sure. Definitely.
It's okay. We know in our hearts it was slightly both.
Aww.
Wow.
He
But hey,
he
it was in
looks
character.
looks briefly concerned and says, yeah, that's a troubling thought. Usually visions are of death and despair, but to
I mean, there was
be
plenty of that.
to be specific, it's again, I suspect that this has something to do with the effects of whoever crafted this and whoever put the enchantment on it. It's certainly more powerful than I've ever seen Wraithglass become.
Awesome.
That's not awesome.
I know, that was sarcastic.
Not nice.
Well, can we entrust this to you then for the meantime?
To me,
You seem to know more about it than we do, that's for sure.
Also, weren't you gonna make a thing for it?
Actually, it might be best if we hold on to it. Just in
Why?
case. Look, the main reason is like I would say we have been dealing with some strange magical stuff like the Chimera, and well, since the shadow thing or like the shadow glass was here, perhaps we should see if those two have a link.
Hmm.
How would we as characters know that they have a link, though?
because
I mean, I
Lily
think-
suggested they did.
Yeah, Lily.
Oh.
told.
Yeah.
Lily, you weren't there, but I was.
Yes, Lily specifically suggested to Kelariis, Arya, and Grim that the events may be related, although they couldn't say why they felt that. They just felt it was too much of a coincidence. Varus the Wizard, he turns to you and says, he turns to, like, who is it that asked if you would keep it?
V.
Hi.
He turns to UV and sort of says, I could certainly hold it. I
But I don't want to.
yes, I'm reluctant to take it from you if it is as powerful as I think it is. It having access to a magic user such as myself could potentially have some side effects that could potentially be unpleasant.
He says to
Hey.
a party of magic users.
Yeah, I am also a magic user.
Do you say that to him?
Yeah.
Yes, I would be especially careful. Perhaps it would be better if one of your companions were to hold it.
Well,
Um,
Vondal's just gonna like clap his
Literally,
hands
Grim
together.
has to hold
Yeah,
it.
Vondal's gonna clap his hands together. Grim, you're up.
Well,
Oh, I'll take it.
That's the only non-magic user.
the religion-based spellcasters and you, Arya, use different kinds of magic. You don't use arcane magic. You specifically use natural magic,
Still
which
magic.
is it's still magic, but it's nowhere near as potent and destructive. And the deity-based magic it's not your own power; it is you borrowing the power of somebody else.
That's magicist.
Well, it's still power
That's
flowing through
magic.
someone.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like Grim would be the best candidate because he
Yeah.
doesn't have any of that nonsense.
Well, that's
Doesn't have
for
any
you
of that.
guys to decide.
I'll be the vanilla here.
Go on, Grim.
All right,
Carry
I'll hand it
this
over to
burden.
Grim.
Okay.
Hand it over to Grim.
I take it
Yeah.
and put it in my bag.
It sort of go. I'm sorry.
That's fine. At least I know where it is now.
Well, what do you suggest we do now then? Do we find someone Do we try to find someone capable of destroying it, or?
I mean, I think it's been made clear to us that
Yeah.
the only way to destroy it is to find someone incredibly powerful or go to the Shadowfell.
Oh, the thing is, the only person I might consider asking is Archibald, since he is very experienced.
Oh my god, I don't know if I want to talk to that.
I mean, I'm sorry, but he tells a lot of tall tales. Do you really think he probably
he
say
does-
he's met someone powerful enough, but he probably actually hasn't.
I'm wary enough. Yeah, I'm wary of trusting what he says.
The thing is, despite the fact that he tells a tall tale, he did have the fairy dragon, and that's quite the feat in itself.
Are you guys saying this aloud?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about it.
Vara said, yes, our honorary member does have a tendency to exaggerate his tales, but from what I've heard of the captain speaking about him, there is at least a degree of merit. He may know someone or something. I personally spent a lot of time at the Arcane Academy in Argentellorand, and perhaps one of the old masters might be powerful enough, although I would be unsure as to how exactly they would go about it. But it is possible that he would potentially know someone from the Feywild that could assist you.
It would be nice if it was somewhat nearby.
I feel like it is best you take it then, Grim. He doesn't seem to like me very much.
I'll accompany Grim.
Oh,
I think we should all go, right?
well, we might as well go as a group. It's not like,
Yeah, it's not like we can go to the academy right now.
well, unless you have
Fair
something
enough.
better to do.
No, the
Very
academy is
well.
10 days ride away.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Just quickly pop to the academy.
Also, that's 10 days ride, not
Yeah,
walk.
that's not walk.
Yes, that's right. Not
It's
walk.
It's even longer
Far
walking.
away away.
All right,
I
then
don't
back
think
to the hall.
Kelariis-
Yep.
I feel like Kelariis cannot ride a horse.
But yeah, Vondal's going to very
Why not?
reluctantly agree.
She's a
big.
knight. Well, she has been like a soldier. I don't know.
You'd need a war horse. You need a proper,
Yeah, you
really
need, like,
big
a
war
really
horse.
big
but-
horse.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
I guess.
you'd need a war horse. But then again,
To the
war
hall.
horses are designed to carry that weight.
Kelariis could ride a horse. Whether Kelariis is skilled enough to ride a horse is another question.
Yeah, then there's that as well.
Having probably never done it before, because Dragonborn's armies are not known for being mounted on horses.
Yeah.
Quick, guys, let's get Shetland pony for Grim.
Look, Shetland ponies are
Actually, no, he's a gnome.
adorable.
He'd probably be better riding a dog.
If only you had a druid.
Wow.
Anyway,
Right.
Let's get there to the hall.
You guys return. Varus sort of
Oh.
tips his head and says, "I will return to what it is that I was doing, but as soon as I'm finished here, I will see what I can do in creating
a containment
creating
module.
something to contain it with. If you could assist me in that fact. Actually, if you could find a container made of some sort of magical metal or magical wood, it would help a great deal in how much I could suppress its effects."
Suppose we could ask Lady Yenna.
We'll ask around.
Yeah.
And like,
I'm
as
sure
with
she would know.
departing, I'm going to say to him in Elvish, best of luck to you, friend. Because I want to
You're
freak him out with
fucking
my
Elvish.
Elvish speaking dwarf act again.
He
like
he
doing that.
raises an eyebrow as you say it, but returns the greeting.
God,
Oh,
He's
excellent.
really in his mind, he's going, you
Excellent.
show up.
I like
I want to
how
I
be
think
first-
Arya
nice.
just doesn't give a shit.
If I'm going to give a
And-
blessing like that, I'm going to say it in his native tongue. Because I'm a nice person.
With that,
I
Uh-huh.
feel that's nice. I feel it's a
well.
nice thing to do, to speak to people in their native tongue.
It is, but most elves do not like dwarves. So
Yeah, so I'm going to make them like me a bit more by being like, look, I actually care about you by speaking your language.
You can kind of see a little bit what Varys looks like, except he has blue eyes, not silver, and his robes are green, not blue.
It's close though.
Also,
Good
he shimmers a bit at the edges.
Why
What?
is he sparkly?
He shimmers a little bit at the edges.
He's a
Because he's a
vampire.
wizard.
He's a vampire.
He's not a
Because
vampire.
he's a wizard.
It's
I
not
think
because
he's
he's a wizard. The reason
You're a
why
wizard,
he's a
Varys.
vampire.
You're a wizard, Varys.
Yes.
I mean, he's literally a wizard, so.
Exactly. That's why I
Yeah.
said that.
As you guys are returning and approaching to the hall, it takes you quite a while to go up and come down from the hall, by the way.
Hooray.
It takes maybe 30 minutes. Because you have
Oh
to go
my
from one
God.
end of town to the other.
And then up a hill.
Yeah, but you have to the path up the hill goes in a spiral because it's a defensive fortification, and the easiest way to slow your attackers down is to build a spiral path up towards your
God, a
fortification.
Spiral. That's
Yeah.
really awkward.
Yes.
Well then.
It's a gradual ascent to the top. But yes, when you return to Silverbrook Hall. Roll me perception checks, everyone
Oh, God.
except V.
I have to, get up my character sheet.
Can
because I see it
Because
anyway,
you have
probably.
19 perception innately.
Yep.
Fucking hell.
Yay! I don't see the tiny man on a dragon.
Nope.
Kelariis
Rolls are
just
excellent
hell?
today.
dragon.
Well, I somewhat see something, perhaps.
Look,
Maybe?
Kelariis is still fucked up from earlier. It's fine.
Kelariis had a bunch of shitty rolls lately.
Yeah, wasn't Kelariis the only one who didn't see him last time?
Yeah. Well,
So those are the
He's
ways
too
I have no
small in
idea. Like,
comparison
holy
to
shit,
me.
a dragon.
you do not
Yeah.
you do not see a man on a dragonfly, or on a fairy dragon rather. A man with dragonfly wings on a fairy dragon.
Even smaller.
As you push open the doors to the hall, Grim and V, you can hear what sounds like raised voices coming off from one of the side rooms.
Do I recognize any of the voices, or is it too hard to hear?
Well, I
Um,
guess I'll...
It's
Yeah.
kind of difficult. They both sound slightly feminine. It's about that's about all you can tell.
Wait, is it coming from the left or right? Because left was the lady...
It is coming
That's
from the right, which goes down into the basement.
Ah, okay. Well, I guess I think we should have a look.
Yeah,
Look at what?
let's amble over.
I was like, what are we
At
looking at?
what?
Have a look at what? What are we looking at?
Oh,
I'm just gonna amble off without a word.
Okay.
Okay.
V, where are you
Hello,
going?
guys.
well, I'm just gonna act as if I'm just gonna, walk with V.
Grim!
I'm just gonna wave you over. It's fine.
That's not the right thing.
Try and fall.
Yep, let's go, guys.
I've
Being
I've
kind of
this
led
thinking
around in the
face.
dark. We can't see your thinking face. We are walking away from us.
Right.
Look, I turned around to wave you towards
Two
us.
of your companions walk off, and then you're just sort of like, what?
I'm gonna follow them.
We were walking in, so we didn't
Fine,
really
follow
stop
them.
anyway.
I'm following them. What
Okay.
do they want?
As you walk off towards the side, you hear the voices get slightly louder.
Ooh.
One voice in particular seems to be yelling. And at this point, people in the hall start to perk up as well and hear this. And the next cacophony of sounds that you hear sounds, especially to you, V, like the yowling of a great, almost like cat. And one sound that troubles you, it sounds like the distressed cry of a fox.
Oh shit, the druids are
Get in
fighting.
there.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I'm gonna just run in there.
Okay. As you do so, you descend into the area with the cells, and basically, as you round the corner, you see a panther, basically with one of its its paws sort of like trying to reach through the bars at something. And roll me a nature check. Okay, you just think it's just a panther. You're just like, what the fuck? Why is there a panther here?
I speak in Panther. Quit it!
Wow. Excellent. Go V.
Okay. The panther turns to face you and very quickly ceases to be a panther.
Hooray!
Oh, that's... Oops.
Mildly disconcerting.
Just made
Yes,
panther noise
and it
really
transforms
smaller.
back into the form of Falcon. Yeah, basically at... are you walking towards where Falcon is?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. As you approach, you notice that in the cell that they were reaching into is Lily. And roll me a medicine check as you observe this scene. Anybody who wants to.
Ugh.
Okay. Wow, this
Oh,
you're not
fuck.
even
Oh.
needing
Oh
the
my
disadvantage.
God.
You're rolling like awfully.
No.
At least Kelariis is here sort of to save the day.
Yeah, well done, Kelariis.
Okay.
Sorry for just
Kelariis, the one
y'alls.
with +1 medicine, did better than the people with +4 and +5.
Fuck you, I have disadvantage.
We'll have disadvantage.
No, just V.
Oh, just me.
I'm tired.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
You notice immediately that Lily seems to be bleeding quite rapidly from
Oh, shit.
three claw-like gashes in their side.
Can I get to Lily?
They the jail cell is still sort of closed, and you basically from your assessment you assume that Lily wild-shaped, as did Falcon, and as Lily attempted to escape as a fox, Falcon hit them, causing them to break the shape and wounding them in the process.
Did Falcon actually understand anything of what I said in Panther?
Oh yes.
Okay.
That's why they stopped.
Okay.
But yeah, basically as you're observing this scene, Falcon basically says, "Stand back outside, as this does not concern you."
I feel like it does.
I mean, you seem to be attacking someone who we have assisted in the past. It's not like we're complete strangers to this situation. Or at least we shouldn't be.
You claim complicitness with this betrayer, then?
Betrayer?
Yes.
What do you mean, betrayer?
A thief.
What are you talking about?
Oh.
Oh?
Hmm. I think they might have stolen that orb. Silverbrook orb. Because later, do you remember earlier at dinner, Falcon asked Lily if they had been sent by the druids. Lily was like, no. Oh dear.
Falcon points into the cage and says, "Yes. That orb is not theirs. It should
Wow.
be..."
Grats, Luka.
Shout out to me for remembering that
Yeah.
specific moment.
Yeah, well done.
Congratulations, you finally remembered a subtle hint that I've been dropping for
I
like the entire
did!
campaign. Well done.
Well, I remember at the time thinking, that's weird.
It was a weird conversation, yes. Yeah, they basically say that orb belongs to the circle, not to them.
Regardless, Lily saved this brook. What makes her a traitor?
At which point you hear basically a clattering of feet on the stairs behind you. And a very beleaguered-looking Illiran turns up again.
Alright.
Poor Elran.
He's had a busy day
Rushing
today.
around like crazy.
We've just turned his whole life upside down.
Like, I'm Vondal's gonna go. Yeah, and is this how druids normally sort this out? Just by attacking each other in the middle of a hall full of people?
Basically, Falcon looks at you, basically, like, almost slightly disapprovingly, and says, if a druid breaks Melora's laws, they face the forest's judgment, and the forest's judgment alone.
Damn.
You actually kind of know that actually to be true, Arya.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I
Yeah.
figured I would, considering I like follow Melora.
The law of the forest is... It involves a lot of kill people who harm you sort of thing.
Yeah. Law of nature.
Do I know the law of the forest? Because I feel like V would almost be like, I think I know the forest better than you do, bitch.
You don't follow Melora's teachings, though.
Yeah, you don't follow Melora's teachings in quite the same way. You know that it's a harsh world, but you also believe that intelligent beings shouldn't obey to the same laws that beasts do.
Mm.
So you know, you see the reasoning, but you don't. Well, no, you don't see the reasoning. Is more the point. You understand the perspective. You don't see the reasoning.
Mm.
At which point Iloran sort of says, steps in and says, Captain, this person has helped us. I understand the Melora's teaching, but if what was done with good intentions, forgive me, I'm a little confused.
In fact, I highly doubt that we could have helped Silverbrook in the way we did without her help. Or without their help.
Kelariis, you're a little bit concerned because this wound is bleeding quite profusely.
Can I get... Wait, is Lily's not in wild shape anymore, right? You said?
No.
No, they are.
Can I go over to the, Falcon's not gonna like this. I'm gonna go over to the cell, and see if I can reach out to Lily through there so I can, literally lay on hands. But I don't know if I can reach that far in. And kind of be like...
You are quite big.
You are quite tall.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing in this case.
That's a good question.
You'd have long
Your
arms,
arms
but you're
too
very
buff to fit
muscled.
through.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll say that you can.
You have long arms, but are they too buff?
Make me
They're too buff.
Too buff.
Sorry, guys, my arms are too much.
I'm not too. My arms are too long. I can't get them between the bars.
make me an athletics check. Are you saying anything while you do this?
To Lily...
To anybody?
I think as I'm going over there, I'll look at Falcon and say, I don't think that... I'm trying to think of the word.
What does your justice sense say? Because
I know my justice
Yeah.
sense is very upset right now.
Justice sense is tingling.
Like, this isn't how this should be handled. Kelariis is upset.
Yes, understand.
Is not happy with this. And when I get over to Lily, kind of just be like, let me help, come and let me help you, kind of thing. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna say they're not gonna. They've seen you use magic before, and they're not gonna shy away from you. So.
Beautiful.
Please, Helena.
I am a fan of the idea that Kelariis has a justice sense.
Yeah, it tingles when there's injustice in the world.
Yeah.
No, there's injustice.
Oh, in that case, if that was the case, it'd be permanently tingling. That's
Well, you
usually...
know what I mean. Like,
You
around,
want it to tingle if there's injustice in the area.
Yeah.
If there's any injustice within 60 feet, it tingles.
Tingles.
And right now, it's going crazy.
Right. Yeah.
Kelariis, why are you looking so afraid? A shopkeeper just cheated a villager out of 50 cents.
Mechanically, what are you doing to heal Lily?
Wait, mechanic.
Like games mechanics.
Oh, lay on hands.
How many points?
Oh well. How they look look pretty bad. I'll probably use like. I'll do half of it, so that's 10.
Okay.
Would that'd be enough to like at the very least?
Yeah, you let a decent amount of energy flow, and it seems to stop bleeding, but the wound does seem to still be kind of raw.
As long as it's not bleeding.
Yeah, for now I just kind of want
No death.
Because
Yeah.
from the perspective you have of it, it was sort of like a lower chest sort of gut wound. So
Yeah.
Oh, fuck
Worse.
that! All right, let's
Yeah,
do a little bit more than that.
it's
I didn't know that's where it was.
Yeah.
Like, can I go into? I don't know if I have enough points, quote unquote, for lay on hands to close it, or to make it so that it's definitely not in any way dangerous.
10 points is enough to close it, but it's not enough to like they're still wounded in inverted commas.
Okay, if it's closed, I think that'll be okay for now. I just
Yeah.
want to get them out here first. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we should probably open that cell door.
Well,
I feel like we should deal with Falcon first.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because basically as
Falcon's not gonna like that.
yeah,
Oh god, no.
as you do that, Falcon sort of like takes an aggressive posture and they are going to say something in Elvish, which I'm going to type into the Elvish translation thing.
The fancy.
I was gonna say, I seem to have an option to talk as Elvish.
Yeah, well,
as Elvish.
it's if you whisper at it, it's
It's a channel for those who only.
It's a
speak
channel for those who
Ah.
only speak it.
It just amuses me that I can talk as Elvish. I can talk as our language.
So basically, me and you and Ferrous can see it,
Yeah.
Cool.
and then Sylvan, so me and Helena can see it, and Ferrous, obviously.
I'd say I can insult you without people knowing, but I can't because you just announced that I've insulted you like instantly.
Yeah, I would instantly be like, he called me a motherfucker.
Jeez.
Like,
Yeah, I don't know if I see Falcon take like an aggressive stance, but I'll let you finish typing whatever.
oh damn.
Yeah.
I feel like
They are
Wow!
really not
That's
happy.
really offensive.
I'm going to say in Elvish back. She has
it up.
proven helpful.
Yeah,
to,
you should type
to
it.
To the there you go.
Just type it, bro.
I'll type it then.
Did I hear them say something? I just don't know.
Right.
what.
So
Yeah,
Okay.
they said something in Elvish.
what's
Pretty
the so what's,
offensive.
Sound
what do I do?
pissed.
Slash W and then start
something.
typing Elvish until you get the drop down and click it.
Did it sound angry? Or like, do I see anything that indicates that they are very?
Roll me
angry?
insight with advantage.
Advantage.
Bless advantage.
It was judgmental
What's
as
the
fuck.
All right, I can deal with judgmental. That's nothing new to me. But I'll probably, after I've healed Lily and kind of, I'd probably stand up and take not aggressive, but just very firmly planting myself between, and just kind of be like, I understand the need for justice, but I don't believe this is how it should be done.
I'm freaking out more
Okay.
people by being an Elvish-speaking dwarf.
Yeah.
I feel like Falcon
Good.
does not give any shits about you speaking Elvish right now.
Right
It's
now,
looks
not
really
really.
weird. It's just Vondal's picture with 2 Elvish written
Yeah.
next to it. Oh god. It's cool but weird.
Yeah. I also just stand in front of the prison door.
Yeah. Okay. So this, like Vondal says something in Elvish, Iloran says something in Elvish. Arya continues the conversation in Elvish.
There's a conversation in
Fucking
Elvish
hell.
happening. There's corrections in Elvish.
There is corrections in Elvish because I used the wrong pronouns.
Yeah.
Fine.
Haha, we're having a conversation you can't see.
I mean, it's a really
Yeah.
pretty boring conversation.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not really a conversation. It's just three people saying something to someone else.
Yeah. Well, the whole point of this is so that you guys can have
Language barriers.
language barriers. I feel it's more interesting that way because then you guys aren't sort of translating everything automatically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hang on a second.
I love how she's just said that in Elvish, and now like three people are like, "Fuck off!"
Yeah.
Fuck
No, four people, sorry, because Kelariis turned around. She's just said
I
this
have
thing,
no
and
idea what
everyone's
the
like,
fuck
"Go
Falcon
fuck yourself."
said, but
I mean, I can assure you, it was pretty.
It was
I mean,
pretty
it's
offensive.
I would think,
Yeah.
yeah.
fucking getting on an elven high horse. That's what she's doing.
I
Yeah.
mean, she. They're a high elf, yeah? Or no, it's wood elf.
Wood
No,
elf.
they're a wood elf.
Wood elf. Okay.
It's
so
still
now
an elven high horse. It's not as high as the high elf high horse, but it's still a high horse.
Yeah.
high elf, high horse.
Fucking hell.
High horse, high horse. It's
Oh.
off to work we go.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I
Wow.
did just piss off.
Shit to other people.
I mean, I think you could pretty clearly understand that it was an insult,
Yeah, probably. Whoops.
Okay.
despite the fact that it is Elvish, so it sounds a bit prettier than.
As you're sort of squaring up to Falcon, Falcon mutters some words in Druid tongue under their breath, and they cast a spell.
Man,
Rip me, guys.
Kelariis is dead.
How do you fucking know?
They,
There's any number of spells they could be using.
This is true.
yeah. Falcon seems to like almost grow a couple of inches in height. They're still a good head shorter than you, but they seem a hell of a lot like they're wearing sort of like the leather wild hunt tunic, and they seem to just bulk up under the tunic.
Wow.
Wow.
I thought bigger.
Wow.
But
Fucking
yeah,
hell,
they
Grim.
Didn't say that in character.
No.
to a cursory glance now seem to be a lot
Hell,
more
maybe.
physically strong than they were previously.
Well then.
At which point, Falcon basically looks you straight in the face and says, "I would advise you now, back off."
Well, I grabbed the shadow shard or the
Wraithglass.
Whoa!
Wraithglass.
What? Whoa! Why
and
are we grabbing the raid class?
I'm gonna be like, look, see this thing? This thing would still be killing this spring and all the water down there if it wasn't for our bud. But I can't let you, we just can't let you harm him or her.
Them.
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 Them. It's
No, them.
Yeah.
the druid.
The other druid. Because
The
there's
other
two
druid.
druids in this room.
And I'll add if after Grim's done, just
Yeah.
we don't want to fight you, but I won't let you harm them. They've done more than you can possibly imagine to help Silverbrook and to help us. Ignoring the I'm not saying this in character, but ignoring the fact that they did kind of accidentally knock me out, but that's fine. I don't say that in character, but
No.
I mean, they still technically helped after they did that.
yes.
Also, that was them panicking. It wasn't entirely
Yes.
their fault.
No, that's why I'm like not absolutely not holding that against them. I just wanted to point that out out of character.
Yeah.
Roll me persuade checks.
From who?
assume moving Kelariis.
Anyone who is trying to get Falcon to back down.
Oh wow, Grim, you're really persuasive.
I am.
Oh God!
Okay.
Fuck me.
Arya,
Look.
no! Oh well.
Arya's just sat in the corner and she said a thing in Elvish really aggressively.
I was gonna say Arya's probably like really aggressive right now.
Yeah, you've tried to say that thing, which I'm not gonna say because it maintains the language barrier and it's beautiful. But
You
tried to
say
say that
it.
peacefully.
You say it with your hand on your sword,
your
and it's just sort of
sword,
like, okay.
Don't believe that,
Please.
but
Please, I don't want to fight them. I
not
just-
to mention Lyra's probably there, and she's probably bristling at her.
Yeah.
So Lord knows that's not helping.
Snarling.
Yeah.
Lyra is unhappy.
Lyra is
Actually-
unhappy.
Okay, now knowing that that's how that was said, did I see Arya do the whole like hand on the sword and
No,
Yeah,
Arya's
I-
behind you whilst you're having this
oh
conversation.
JK, never mind.
Yeah, no, you. Falcon seems to ignore all of you except Kelariis and seems to be fixated purely on Kelariis.
Go, Justice Man.
Mm.
Mom. Justice Mom.
Go, Power Dragon.
But yeah, yeah, Falcon seems to sort of like almost tense up as if they're about to sort of like start something,
Bitch, you better not be starting something.
and then they look behind them at the rest of the Wild Hunt, look back at you and say, "Very well. We are guests here after all. I will not spill any more blood."
Thank God for that. I was not looking forward to finding her.
I feel like
But this
I-
will not go unanswered.
I think I want to make a comment and just say, in nature we can follow their laws. Just that.
What?
I was thinking the
Just
whole orb part, that was-
Inside of nature we can follow their laws.
Hmm.
But right now we are not amongst nature.
Was the whole orb part still in common? I can't remember.
Yeah, it was.
Because then I feel like we should. I feel like we should hand over the orb at least.
She has the orb.
Yeah.
They have-
No,
has the
Lily
law.
has the orb.
Yeah, Lily
no,
has
no,
the orb.
Lily has the orb. But like, if Lily has stolen the orb, the least we can do is
I
force her
think-
to give it back.
I'm
I
gonna
think-
turn around and look to. Oh, sorry, Arya, or Luka, did you want to?
I think it would be best for the council of druids to deal with Lily.
It's called a circle,
circle.
but yes.
Circle. Yeah.
No, considering Falcon just attacked her, so I'm not
Yeah.
leaving her to their
Yeah,
mercy.
the
No,
circle are very much going to be on.
well, you don't
Falcon's
know
side.
that.
Well,
Well,
we
the-
don't know.
That are their
Probably.
teachings. So
Yeah, I'm like, Lily
As-
broke their laws.
As this tension is diffusing, you hear some more footsteps coming down the stairs. Softer ones this time.
Simone.
No,
I was thinking,
Or
No.
Yenna.
Damn.
yeah,
no,
Lady Yenna.
Simone's
Simone does
Simone's.
not have soft footsteps.
If Simone was wanting to come down the stairs, you either would hear heavy boot prints or nothing at all.
Yeah,
That's a fair
exactly.
point.
That's not Simone. That's not Simone's style. Simone
It
is
is-
not gentle.
It is not Simone's
She is
footprints.
badass.
It is Lady Yenna's footprints. She says, "What on earth is going on down here?"
Vondal's kind of step to the side, like gesture towards them, and just say, "See for yourself." Because obviously he hasn't really seen much of the situation, so.
Falcon sort of
People who've been in the
inclines their
situation
head,
describe themselves.
inclines her head politely, but is sort of still a little bit on edge and says, "Forgive me for the disruption, my lady. We were merely attempting to resolve a situation."
Liar.
Kelariis
Well,
does.
Not a
Let's-
lie, just a twisted,
It's-
twisted
Yeah.
statement of the fact.
Vondal's going to say, with great violence, shall we say.
well, let's
Kelariis
put it
doesn't
behind
even
us for now.
know.
It's let's just put it past us for now, and let's not
I
have
mean-
it happen again.
Let's explain to Lady Yenna what happened. Cause like,
I don't. Oh.
I mean, I
don't
feel like
want
she
to-
deserves to know.
Yeah, but I
it
don't
happened.
feel-
This is literally her house.
Is
Yeah,
nobody
this is-
interested in having Lily like explain herself?
No, I know, but first let's get Lily. Get
I
up
don't
to
think Lily
speed,
would
and
be
then we
comfortable
can have
talking
Lily.
about it
Look.
in this situation.
I'm like, I don't want to piss him off again by like ratting him out directly in front of Lady Anna.
I mean, I think Lady Anna deserves to know the truth.
Yeah, but that's like I would say we just diffuse the situation. Well, I guess we should just do it on character, really.
Yeah, let's do this in character. So,
Arya is gonna step forward and explain what happened to Lady Anna.
I will like tap you on the back. Yes,
And I will ignore you.
I will start slightly pulling.
Can I turn around and
I'd
snap
also
her
like to
and
point out that if you're patting Arya on the back, you're just sort of like you're sort of like tapping her on the back of the thigh.
Yeah, you're too small. You can't reach her
Don't
back.
do that.
Oh my
Look.
god, she's gonna kick you. Like
I'm gonna do it.
physically. And
It's-
I'm gonna
trying-
okay.
I'm just gonna maybe if it's the fire, I'll do it on the side
Tug on your arm.
because it makes it slightly less weird.
It's still kind of weird. Arya's gonna like start talking, feel Grim pat her on the leg, and just turn and stare at him and be like, "Do you have something to say to me now?"
I said, let's just leave this for now and let's focus on Lily first.
No, Lady Anna deserves to know what happened here.
Look, let's just it will all come in time, but let's figure out what exactly happened. Let's have Lily tell her story, and then we'll figure things out.
At which point Lydia says, I would like to hear an explanation from all of you, if that's alright.
Perhaps we should move this to a better location as well,
Yeah.
considering Lily's in a cell right now.
Do you say that in character?
Yeah.
Which point Falcon muses, perhaps it would be best if they stayed there.
Oh god damn it! I
I
knew
will-
they were gonna say
Vondal's
that.
going to
Fuck
say
me.
I will
to
give them a
Falcon,
look.
unfortunately, as we have established, we are not working under the same laws that you are. So, for now, she will come out of the cell.
Kelariis and Vondal both roll me... Well, Kelariis roll me Intimidate. Vondal roll me either Persuasion or Intimidate, depending on whether you're being aggressive or persuasive.
Well, given the way I just said it.
Probably in.
Ah, yes.
Not as intimidating, but whatever.
Mom
The
and Dad
type-
are here to tell you no.
There is an
Mom and Dad
audible
protect the family.
gritting of teeth from Falcon. But they back away.
Can I go to like let Lily out of the cell?
You
Oh
can.
yeah, I was gonna ask if it was locked. Like, is the cell locked
Yeah.
or is it just?
It is.
closed? Oh.
Rip the doors off.
I want to.
Do
Is
not
there-
do that.
No,
Vondal's
I'm
gonna
not
get his
going
hammer. He's gonna dead one of the. No,
to. Is there a
that's stupid.
key to the cell?
Lady Anna says, yes, it's upstairs. I could go and fetch it. How did you get in there? To which point Lyra sort of responds with, I was a lot smaller when I went in. Which makes Lady Anna a little bit confused.
Yeah. Can I like suddenly realizing that that's something she could do? Can I like step away from like stepping away from the cell door in such a way to be between the cell door and Falcon, and like ask Lily like, do you reckon you could still get out? Like, you know, creating some kind of room for her to stand in.
Yeah.
Whilst keeping myself between where she would stand and Falcon.
Yeah.
In case shenanigans happen.
Guys, I hate to interrupt, but I gotta move my laptop because my younger brother's gonna go to bed.
Okay.
Uh.
That
Okay.
doesn't take you very long, does it?
No, it takes like 5 minutes.
Okay. In which case I'll sort of just continue to do scene description.
Speedy Gonzalez.
In fact, actually, how long have we been going? Because I might make a pause in the recording there just for
We've been going
sake
for
of-
about an hour and a half.
Yeah, okay then, we'll make a pause in the recording. So we will be right back.